Previously. So it continues.
Hello everybody, I've just been marveling at how the world looks through just tinted glasses throughout the whole day. But I suppose it is time to actually continue recording Danganronpa now. Yeah, I'm gonna be really excited with the whole daily trial thing. Now there will be a little cut where I will do little research. I will be going into... Well, I will actually want to do the give, uh, gifting correctly. So once the whole prologue is done, I'm gonna take a little pause there, as you will notice, when I will go and buy a lot of gifts, and I will also look up which characters accept what gifts, because I want to experience the most of the game that I can in the first try, because you know the characters are I mean it is good to look at the game critically, and of course it isn't a perfect game. It has a lot of it has a niche appeal, and it has some minor issues and all these things, but I absolutely love, I'm really in love with the game, with every single aspect of it. I love the characters, I love the gameplay, and I love the general idea. Like, there are so many good things about it, and because I love the characters, I want to see more of them. And I regrettably think that I have now missed 2 of them. God damn it. And that annoys me. But hey, that's my own mistake to make, and I'm gonna experience that on my own time. I'm gonna take a look at that. But I mean, I do wonder whether there's a full completion aspect or not. Like whether if you manage to fill out the, what was it, profile? I don't know. If you fill that out for each character, whether you will actually unlock some secret ending or something. I don't know. I really haven't been spoiled at all about the game. So also, I wonder now after the first trial is over, what part of the game will open? How will the game continue? Who will be the next murderer? And what new room? Because I presume a new room will be open. What room will be opened? But that's about it. Let's get on with... No, I won't be wearing those. Although, I must say this. This doesn't look really all that fancy, but damn, I like these glasses. Let's get on with the game. Alrighty, let's continue. So, chapter 2. I'll just have to inspect. I can merely inspect here. After that brutal execution, there's, well, gonna be a lot of things here. Let's take a look at the notepad, just in case. And we're just... Makoto is just rather shocked. The rather good reason, I must add. But yay, a coin. Man, this is a really good way to present shock, I must say. And he's shocked for a good reason as well, so... Is that... It's gone? She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Saika's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the glass trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the glass trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Saga and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Yeah, man, it's... I mean, that was really quite shocking, so... At the very least, like, this shock is really well presented here. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on!
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that?
My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. Now, why would that be gilded? Why would that sentence be keyed out like that? Some foreshadowing, maybe? Interesting.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why didn't you just stay in Sayaka's room? That could be even worse, but okay. Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Yeah. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
you got it!
So, everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
Huh? We were already working together, yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody'll have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? It is hard to do any voices when it's something so actually kind of serious.
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they are providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game. And... damn, Byakuya, you are sounding more like a... Well, I would like to criticize his choice of words here, and his mentality on this, but... I mean, I suppose that is pretty much the truth here, so... Win the game.
No,
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? Yeah, that's a rather harsh perspective to take on it. They are all partially responsible for his death, even if it was like kind of they were forced to do it. It would be either all of them or Leon. So, but yeah, they do have blood on their hands. That's rather dark. It's no different from us killing him ourselves. Well, as I just said, it is quite a bit different, but it's not entirely different. But
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She is right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Like, it's not like any one of them actually took part in that execution, or any of them even wanted to do that, but rather they were just no, it's yeah. There's really it really requires quite a stretch of imagination to place any blame on them. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, just direct it at the mastermind. Nighttime? It has already...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
Yeah.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did.
Mm-hmm.
See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
Okay, that is really quite an odd way to say it.
Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions.
I wonder how many puns in the original translation, or the original text there are. Should probably take a look at that at some point, but god dang. But yeah, it's the burden of judging, it's not the burden of murder or even causing death, so... But yeah, understandably it can be rather heavy.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
Yeah. What was that about just now?
Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is?
And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Oh, well. I do have a bad feeling. I wonder... that title card may spoil something, but unlikely. Whatever. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Morning exercise. That's...
1, 2, 3, 4!
Now reach way up and bend way down.
okay.
Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
They're really getting a lot out of that sprite. Surprisingly a lot, like it can be used even for sweating. How actually kind of genius. I really... The fact that they have quite a... They do actually have comparatively few sprites for each of the characters, but they make up for the lack of sprites with the clever use of those sprites, since they are rather generic reaction shots. It's a simple trick in visual novels, I must say, but it's still effective when done correctly. Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. I mean, muscle atrophy is kind of dangerous, but like few days definitely won't do that. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with... Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? And am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Good reference, good reference. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be your... Okay, now this has really changed the mood, like, so forcibly that it's actually becoming kind of funny. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk my middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down? Oh, shit. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. Do you think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope Speak, a whole new world will open up to you. Predictions.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very
So
nice.
go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Something with the word explode there seems rather ominous. Or maybe I'm just paranoid as hell. And with that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But... a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
you hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that.
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get... Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. They did? Huh. I have literally no one to... Okay. I mean, everybody left. That's a pretty good thing. So Hiro, what you got?
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man.
What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there.
Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
We're serious.
That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message.
Huh?
I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. I suppose we could actually take a look at that display case. If there's anything new. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school here. Well, okay. Yeah. Nothing new here. Oh, whoops, I do I always try to leave through that door. Let's continue exploring. Oh, that's a handy, quick way to take a look at the transcript. Well, first thing first, let's take a look at the bathroom. I doubt that there's a body here already. No, I should look around the school first. I need to find out what Monokuma meant by a new world. Well, this is clearly not opened, so... this was open, I think. Yeah, it is that same thing, so... But let's talk to everybody, just in case. Mondo.
Yo.
I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hole just to be sure, but...
Shit.
just like I figured, it hasn't moved an inch.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Hey, damn it.
Hey,
What?
don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fighting spirit in ya? Well, do ya?
No thanks, I've got enough for now.
Yo.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go look for another way out then.
Cool. I doubt I can all go in the store now. Yeah. I need to go find the others. So I need to go look for places which were locked previously. So definitely not here. Probably we can go upstairs. Really? Really now? Oh, right. Did I completely miss that staircase to the second floor? God. I am blind. I'm just an absolute blind moron, huh? Well,
Got it!
Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It seems that a path to the second floor has opened up.
You hear me?
But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Can we... Yeah, we need to go the second floor of now. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? I mean, it is the second floor, so... If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. That's a library. And that's a swimming pool. Really? Is that so? Well, of course, when we come to a new area, the first thing is to take a closer examination. Oh. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in here. Cleaning supplies, eh? I mean, there's probably bleach in there, so at least we won't get thirsty. Don't drink bleach, kids. It doesn't taste very good. But, I mean, that could be used for murder. Okay, and that is still closed. Oh, that third floor is closed. I wonder how many floors there actually are, and whether those closed off rooms will open up. There's a gate leading up with broken, but a whole new world has not yet opened up. Or another new world. I mean, I wonder how many floors there actually will be. So what is this room? Is this just a class? Yeah. What's up?
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world.
Huh.
I should probably take a really close look around.
I mean, yeah. You should. Can we see anything else here? Let's just take a look at everything just in case. You never know where you're gonna find those tokens.
Comes the money.
Here we go. Money
Well,
talk.
Here comes the
speaking of which... It's still the clock here, right? Yeah. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I really don't like that.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
It's that, like, I'm kind of fortunate that I decided to take a look around. This is one of the monitors. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. I mean, kill me, but... Leave the area? Yeah. Well, it's a classroom. There's one more classroom here, but can we find anyone else to talk to? Also, right, we can't actually observe here. Is this just... that's a pretty neat actually hangout area. Although I must say there's a lot of wasted space on here. Like, look at this. There's like, you could even fit like tables here. Like, just I mean, that seems a lot of wasted space. Although I suppose for a silent reading area or an extension of the library, that's completely fine. But some tables there would be quite fun. Why am I going on such a tangent about that? The interior design is just quite awful. Yes. Reality isn't everything. That does seem rather grim. Let's check all of these. I mean, like I said, you never know.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
It is certainly paying off. So, I suppose... I really don't know what actually gives me all of these. Like, what exactly gives the tokens. Like, is it from unique lines of dialogue? so that I shouldn't actually. Maybe I should, or is it because of the combined amount of new observations? So I should take a look at every single camera? I don't know, maybe some of you guys in the comments can enlighten me on that. Because that might mean I might have already missed out on a few tokens. I mean, I suppose I could find it out on the internet on my own. It's a lot of things to observe. Let's take a look at the bookcase first. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. That might be a clue later on. Unlikely though, since that wasn't like gilded text. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice.
Comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the
The shelf is packed tight with books, and it's the same thing. Yeah. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
So,
Here comes the
I must say, even though it seems in retrospect very little to get one token out of just examining dialogue, like it seems like you have to go through a lot to find a lot of those, it's a really small incentive that just makes you want to explore more. And it's a pretty nice way to actually get you observing everything. So, hey, I really do like it actually. Now, like, just, like, I wouldn't have taken a look at bookcases 3 times in a row unless I had an option to get a reward out of it. That's a really actually ingenious mechanic there, I must say. Huh. Just let me splurge there a bit about that. Is really kind of clever. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. It looks like this library's been neglected for a long time. As Danganronpa, it's the same thing, but
Here we go.
that's almost the same dialogue, but we still got a token out of that. I really need to find, like... Oh. I'm absolutely shocked. How come?
Damnation!
They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works.
Well, yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs.
You just don't get it.
Not at all. It's not amateur porn. I do too get it. With a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. What a bitch! Just... oh boy. What a judgmental... like, I would actually personally like to talk with Hifumi just for a while in real life, just to see what kind of personality he is. Let's go with that. Oh boy, what a judgmental bitch.
Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing!
Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the
Ring that contains a meaty pulp of my my genius.
Here we go!
My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it.
I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP?
Those two really worry me. I do quite agree. Is that a box? Oh, it's a... the shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope Speak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hopespeak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hopespeak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hopespeak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. So, Hopespeak was actually closed. Huh. Now, isn't that mysterious? What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem
Hopespeak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hopespeak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So in other words...
That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then what about this other part? This decision was not easy to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hopespeak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now...
Could we be trapped in the past?